When Jurassic World was released, we got a look at the first hybrid dinosaur in the series, the Indominus Rex, which was a proprietary blend of a variety of animals and dinosaurs. Then, not so long after, we got our second hybrid in Fallen Kingdom, the Indoraptor. Where is it? Sometimes nicknamed the Indominus Raptor, a horror movie-worthy creation that enjoyed the perks of a body much larger than what's seen in most real Drosa, but still retaining a crazy level of agility, a sickle-toe claw, and perhaps the hardest to miss, a set of slender man-like arms equipped with claws that would put Freddy Krueger to shame. And while it may be smaller than the Indominus Rex, this wombo combo of features certainly makes it a bit creepier. Despite sharing many similarities, and it's no mystery why these two creatures share some aspects. As the Indoraptor itself was pretty much inspired by the question of what would happen if you combine the Indominus Rex with a real velociraptor. But as it so turns out, we don't have to ask that question because nature kind of already answered it for us, just a really, really long time ago. About 150 million years ago, to be exact. As it was then, during the Messiaoc, that a family of theropods emerged who were strikingly similar at appearance to the Indoraptor, but were in some ways even more bizarre and arguably more deadly. These were the Megaraptoran. Like the Indoraptor, this group is shrouded in secrecy and mystery thanks to their minimal fossil record. To date, researchers can't even agree on where they come from or what they are, but there is no argument that they would have made for the perfect Jurassic Park villains, as each one followed the same nightmarish body plan, which included this. What you're seeing here isn't a giant sickle claw on some supersized raptor's foot, but a hand of all things. And it belonged to the Megaraptor, the holotype for the family and the first Megaraptoran to be discovered, being unearthed in Argentina before the turn of the century. And as its name suggests, paleontologists thought they had originally found a gigantic raptor, based on its massive claw, which they believed to have belonged to a foot. However, we now know that this was a hand, claw that sat on its first finger, and that it measured a whopping 30 centimeters or 12 inches, making it about the same length as the longest Bowie knives in existence, or just as long as your typical ruler. This also meant that the Megaraptor literally had the longest claws of any predatory animal ever, a title that would only be beaten by none other than one of its own, as over the next 2 decades, many new Giraptora belonging to this family were discovered, with a few being even scarier than their predecessor. And now the total number of Megaraptorans sits at 11 different genera, and crazily enough, these additional discoveries wound up teaching us